You're welcome. And now the moment that you've all been waiting for. Please be seated. Mr. Ambassador, colleagues, students, all others present here in the Dome Church, and all those who are watching us today through a live stream, especially Willemijn Dres. Welcome to the Dies Natalis of Utrecht University, and a special welcome to our international guests, particularly to our honorary doctors, Professor João Mano and Baroness Minouche Shafik. We are delighted to have you in our midst. We are here together in a grim time. On the one hand, it is wonderful that we can meet each other once again in person, after 2 years of corona that have taken a heavy toll. On the other hand, our thoughts are with the indescribable suffering caused by Russia's brutal invasion of Ukraine. Our keynote speech today by Professor Jim van Os is about psychological suffering. Every time I see images from the Ukraine, I realize how much destruction and pain is being caused at the moment. And at the same time, it's almost unimaginable how much trauma this will mean for the future. Colleagues of Professor van Os, Professor Dursten's labeling group of the strategic theme Dynamics of Youth, want to bring the issue of psychological suffering out into the open. That is why they asked Florentijn Hofman to design the artwork on the Domplein that you just walked past, the titled Color Cross. The Color Cross is meant to make us think about what we see, think and feel, and also to collect data. The message is that the boundary between normal and abnormal is less clear than you might think when it comes to perception, the way we experience the world, and also the psychological suffering that it can induce. It shows that we are all vulnerable as human beings. But we are aware of this. If we fully face reality and allow ourselves to be touched by what is happening, then vulnerability also contains great strength. It is then that we can truly connect and can respond effectively to what the situation asks of us. What is asked of us at this moment is that we care for the people that are affected by the war, that we take a stand and show solidarity. First of all, with the people of Ukraine, who are fighting so courageously for their country and their freedom, or who suddenly became refugees. We stand with Ukraine. But also with citizens of Russia who stand up against the Russian regime and suffer from its actions. Today we raise the international peace flag instead of our university flag on the academic hall. At our university we have students and staff from both Ukraine and Russia and Belarus. We help them as much as we can, and we see fellow students and colleagues reaching out to them, which is crucial. For financial support, we use our university's emergency fund. And because not all costs can be financed from this source, the university fund is conducting a crowdfunding campaign, which I, of course, highly recommend. The Dutch university have imposed a freeze on their ties with Russian institutions. We did so with pain in our hearts, because we believe in the power of academic exchange and connection. That is what it is needed. Needed to tackle climate problems, to eradicate poverty, and also to counter autocrats. We as academics have a role to play in interpreting what is happening now, internationally and in the Netherlands. And I'm proud to see that a number of our scientists and scholars are very active, providing valuable insights. They are actively strengthening the societal and political debate with knowledge. Unfortunately, a number of rectors of Russian universities have defended Putin and its war. But it hasn't stopped individual staff members to criticize the war at great personal risk. Some parents of Russian students in Utrecht are arrested for this. It is our duty to also support these students and individual academics. and we will do everything in our power to help academics to flee the violence from Ukraine. Because we believe in cooperation across borders, in curious collaboration between people, between countries, between societal partners, like scientists did a fortnight ago when they immediately drew up a lesson plan for colleagues at primary and secondary schools on how to discuss the crisis in Ukraine in their classrooms. Because there, too, the impact is great. Dear all, connection and curious collaboration across borders. That is the thread that runs through this Dies Natalis. We will see examples from both the fields of research and education. And in keeping with the theme of this day, curious collaborations, I am pleased to announce that today we'll also launch a new You Collaborate in Education portal. This portal inspires, connects and facilitates transdisciplinary education at Utrecht University. For by working together with civil society organizations and businesses on solutions to complex problems, Utrecht University adds value to society. With these thoughts and messages, I wish you all an inspiring Dies ceremony. Thank you.